This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Hey, who wants some gas? I hear gas is expensive out there. Well, Snoqualmie Casino knows you want gas.
Different gas.
Not that kind of gas.
Come on.
And the good folks at Snoqualmie Casino want to, have you get your Memorial Day weekend started off in the right direction. So what are they doing? They're giving 99 cars 5 gallons of regular unleaded gas this Friday at the Crescent Market at Snoqualmie Casino. That's free. The first 99 cars that get there going to get themselves 5 gallons of free gas.
How about Mike Hawk is getting up early for this?
Yeah,
not only to try to get gas, but he's also there just to say hi to people.
Look, if Mike wants gas, they'll probably give him, some. That's the treat, right? Yeah, the gas is one thing, but getting to see Mike Hawk early in the morning, come on. Lineup starts at 5:30 a.m. That, of course, yes, is an early time, but again, you want 5 gallons of free gas. You want to be the first 99 cars at Snoqualmie Casino at the Crescent Market. Well, then you know what you got to do. You got to get there. Kickoff starts at 7 o'clock. So, yeah, you can start lining up at 5:30 to make sure you're one of the 99. You want more info? You know where to go. KISW.com.
Let's play B-Mix. It's time to play the jam.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. B-Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa. B-Mix. You're a loser.
It is time for B-Mix. And it's Thursday, so let's get cracking.
Release the Kraken.
Sploosh. And yeah, go Kraken next year. But,
Yes.
watch some good playoff hockey if you want to right now.
Absolutely. Tonight's going to be a fun one. 2 good games going on.
Nice. Let's get to our contestant today. We got Sam in Issaquah. Sam, are you there?
Hey, yeah, I'm here.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. Goodbye. For those playing at home, sploosh. Sam will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Sam, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
How long do rodeo bull and bronc riders have to stay on their mounts for?
3 seconds.
No.
4 seconds. 5 seconds.
No. What do you get when you add fresh fruit to red wine?
Spody.
No.
Sangria.
Yes. What magazine ran the famous cover of a very pregnant Demi Moore?
Cosmopolitan.
No.
Playboy.
No. Hello.
Pass.
The B-52 bomber has how many engines?
6.
No.
4.
No.
8.
Yes. The Black Eyed Peas had a 2009 hit song titled I Got a What?
Pass.
What golden yellow gemstone forms from fossilized tree resin?
Amber.
Yes. Neville Longbottom appears in which book series?
Harry Potter.
Yes. A triangle with 3 equal sides is called a what?
Equilateral.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct. All right.
All right.
Yeah, right down the middle on that one.
But he got some good questions right. I think that just shows he's got some brains as opposed to the pop culture crap that nobody should really know.
You know what? Yeah, you're right, actually.
I'm like looking at these ones. Yeah, you got the smarty questions and kind of avoid the other one. So
can't really fault a guy for actually using his brain for the right way, because Steve will get all the ridiculous questions that nobody needs to know, right?
But he might surprise you and get the brainy ones too. You never know.
You just don't know what kind of Thursday it's going to be.
Truth.
It would surprise me greatly if he got the brainy ones right.
Yeah, well, prepare to be maybe surprised.
Here we go.
Steve, are you ready?
Ah, yes.
How long do rodeo bull and bronc riders have to stay on their mounts for?
6 seconds.
No. 8. Yes. What do you get when you add fresh fruit to red wine?
Oh, yeah, because that movie. Sangria.
Yes. What magazine ran the famous cover of a very pregnant Demi Moore?
Vanity Fair.
Yes. The B-52 bomber has how many engines?
52.
No.
Oh, good guess, though.
2?
No.
3?
No. The Black Eyed Peas had a 2009 hit song titled I Got a What?
Feeling.
Yes. What golden yellow gemstone forms from fossilized tree resin?
I don't know. Diamond.
No.
Like a diamond?
Silver.
No.
Like a silver?
Gold.
No. Neville Longbottom appeared in what book series?
I don't know. Dr. Seuss.
No.
The encyclopedia?
No.
Yeah, it was written in the encyclopedia.
All the places we will go.
No.
Hello, you got it wrong.
A triangle with 3 equal sides is called a what?
Equilarium.
No. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because of that, you do not tie. You lose. Woo! No big brains for Steve. You lose 5-4.
See that? That's what I knew. Sam, I knew that your smarts were going to come through, buddy.
Equilariate?
No, you're so close.
Equilateral.
There you go.
That's it.
Dang it.
Nice work, Sam.
Son of a...
Nice work, Sam. Yeah, see, Sam knows what's up. Yeah, he knows it.
I feel like
Rev,
the Colorado Avalanche.
I had a vibe. It was like, you know what? Even though, Sam only got 5 right, it's like he got the smart ones right. I think Steve's going to crash and burn on this one.
I did.
And just like the Black Eyed Peas, you had a feeling.
There's not going to be a good day.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Steve, you get this, though.
Oh, there we go. So close yet so far.
Such a great day.
The ones you missed, Sam did get correct. So the B-52 bomber has 8 engines on it.
Yeah, very close to 52.
Yes.
Well, why are you calling it the B-52 if it's not on 52 engines?
Because named after the band, of course.
Oh, duh. Their tin roof was rusted? Is that why?
Yeah, of course. I mean, come on.
If you were a fan of Jurassic Park, you would know that the golden yellow gemstone would be amber.
Amber!
Yeah, yes. And then Neville Longbottom appears in the Harry Potter book
I
series.
was going to guess that just as a goof.
You should have guessed it as a goof, as a matter of fact.
And I went with the encyclopedia instead for my stupid answer.
Well, yeah, it wasn't the greatest. Well, that's probably going to stick with you, and sorry that you lost.
At least for a couple hours.
Have you ever heard of the phrase that the dude long-bottomed it? Have you ever heard that?
No.
Yeah, it's a thing, and I'll let Vicky explain it because, Vicky finds certain people dreamy.
Well, he was very dorky looking when he was younger, and now that he's older, he's gotten really attractive. So basically, anybody who went through the ugly duckling phase and came out a swan, they call him long bottoming. Because his character was named Longbottom.
Yeah, he was never meant to be like the dashing character. Though, I mean, spoiler alert, he ended up having a really big part in the book series as well as the movies. And even some thought he might have been the chosen one. At least it was intimated in the books where every once in a while. Maybe the movies too.
Dude, he just showed me a picture and my first thought was just like, well, look at him.
Yeah. That's so anybody that goes through like she said, the ugly ducking phase, they long bottom it because he was never the sex symbol of that series. And now it's like, whoa.
He looks like the dude from Maroon 5 without any tattoos.
Yeah.
Adam
he could have been the shiny vampire, but instead it went to Cedric Diggory. Yep.
Yeah. Well, no one wants to Diggory it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. He long bottomed it. So there you go, Harry Potter, Steve.
Yeah, one of these days maybe I'll watch one of them. My wife has been trying so hard. Like she's like, come on.
Don't bother.
Okay.
I know you. You're not. You are going to hate them.
I tried once. I fell asleep like immediately. So that wasn't a fair assessment of the movie. but I don't know. Maybe
The
when
best chance you
when
have-
Tatum is old enough, I'll probably watch it with her.
Oh, yeah. The first one you might be able to get through because it's the origin story. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know the characters. And so that can keep your interest to go, where's this all going to go? But the rest of the movie, Steve, you will hate.
But what if I fall in love with that first one? I just need more.
Why, if that would happen, I would be so shocked knowing you. I just know you. Danny, even some of those movies are tough for Harry Potter fans.
Did you?
Sometimes.
Well, did you like any of the Lord of the Rings?
No.
I don't know. If you could get through like some of the Lord of the
They're
Rings,
more
I
fun.
tolerated the last one.
They are. But
They're more fun, Danny, than Lord of the Rings.
They
I'll say
are.
that.
But I'm just saying, if he's not,
I
going to get
hated
through
the
it-
second one.
Yeah, I don't think he.
Like a passion. Hate is a strong word, and it's still not strong enough of a word for how much I dislike that movie.
Steve would break his TV if he had to watch Deathly Hallows Part 1. He would throw something at his TV.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
You don't need it.
What if Tatum falls in love with the Potters?
Yeah, that's a problem. But then you know what? You are going to be held hostage to this. It's very possible because that could be her Wizard of Oz. Like, guys like you and me, and we grew, Wizard of Oz is a very old movie, but it still was a classic that a lot of us watched, 30 years after the movie came out. So, yeah, maybe Tatum will fall in love with Harry Potter and then you're stuck. That could happen.
Stuck. That's a good word for it.
It could happen, brother.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, man. Hope it doesn't happen to you because I know you're going to hate them. I don't even wish that on you because I just know you and you will hate these movies dead. Oh. Hey, Snoop Dogg just shared an awesome story about a time that he turned down an offer to DJ a party from Michael Jordan. And how about this? It's Michael Jordan, which at that point, I was like, yeah, I think I would do. Also, the party would have paid him $2 million. And Snoop said no. You'll hear from Snoop about it at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Snoop Dogg was on Logan Paul's podcast, Impulsive.
Impulsive.
Who's Logan Paul again?
He's like a YouTube star. He did all those celebrity now boxing match things.
Oh, that idiot. That guy.
Yeah, he's done some stuff in the wrestling world, I think. Jake Paul and Logan Paul. There's like the Paul brothers.
They're not for me.
No, definitely not. They're a different type of celebrity, being like internet celebrities they're like YouTube famous.
Well, I will say this: they must be somebody because Snoop Dogg went on their podcast, went on his podcast, so he's got to be a somebody.
No, his podcast is like doing super well. And a lot of celebrities are friends with him as well. He's
okay. Maybe he's more than I think he is. Has anyone listened to his podcast to know if?
I listened to one clip where he got into an argument with somebody. I can't remember who the celebrity was that he got into an. It was those stupid Island Boys.
Oh, I watched that one too on TikTok.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
That's another two guys who won't like BJ as well.
Who likes them?
I don't know if anyone does. They're like TikTok famous. I don't know. Or something famous.
They're terrible.
Okay, then. So
and he got into an argument with them because like someone on his show kind of like was mocking them. At least they felt like that, and so they got some PR for the show.
Well, I guess I've officially become the old guy because
none of this is a selling point for you. I know,
but at the same time, if Snoop Dogg is going on this, Snoop's not a stupid guy. These guys must have some clout in order for him to think that he should spend some of his time on this podcast. So
yes,
all right. I at least have to give Logan Paul his due. His podcast is bigger than any podcast I've done.
Or he's got a lot of good weed that he was willing to offer to Snoop.
All right.
I feel
okay. They're the kind of people that you just love to hate. So I think a lot of people hate listen to them if I'm not gonna whatever.
Dude, his podcast, at least on the YouTube channel, and I'm sure there's also different numbers for on all the others on the podcast platforms, but on the YouTube channel he's got 3.6 million subscribers.
Okay, then
3.86.
Okay.
3.86. Sorry, my vision's not that great. It's small letters.
Well,
getting older,
I have to give him credit.
Yes.
And I've never listened to anything he's done, and I don't even think I've watched anything he's done. I guess I just feel like, he's Kardashian'd his way to fame, which is, hey, good for him. He's done it. He's made it happen. He's got Snoop Dogg as a guest.
He had sex with Ray J in order to get famous?
That's what he did. He had to have sex with Ray J. So, how about, though, he did ask a great question of Snoop Dogg on the podcast. He was like, hey, man, what is the biggest job you ever turned down? And Snoop was talking about how it was an opportunity to not only meet Michael Jordan, but also make a lot of money.
One of the craziest deals I turned down, it was $2 million to DJ for, I think it was a Michael Jordan event. And I never met Michael Jordan. I want to meet him, and I want to meet him on a different, I don't want to meet him on I'm out there DJing. I want to, like, meet him as a fan. As a fan, as a boss. It's like, Mike, I love you since North Carolina. I'm a big fan of yours. I love what you do. You're one of the greatest to ever do it. Give me a couple of secrets on how you did this. Can I get a picture with you? You want to smoke a blunt? Hey, man, it's been real.
I like how he's got it all worked out, exactly how this meeting's going to go.
That's the exact way I want to talk to Snoop Dogg if I ever meet him.
Yeah. So he didn't want to work for him. He just wanted to go hang with him. Yeah. I can't argue with that.
I feel like that was one of those shower interviews that we were talking about yesterday. Like he had that all planned out in his mind.
He's got his entire scenario going with Michael Jordan. An entire day with Mike. We're going to play some golf. We're going to shoot some hoops. We're going to smoke a blunt. I'm not playing songs for him.
At some point, once that gets out, which, we're playing it. I'm sure a lot of folks are playing that. A lot of people are going to see that interview. Yeah, if you're Michael Jordan, you got to make that happen, right?
No. Michael Jordan doesn't care.
He doesn't have to do anything. Yeah, it's Michael Jordan.
Just based on the documentary that I saw, that Last Dance thing, Michael Jordan, I don't even know if he would want to, the only person he wants to meet is Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
If I just want to sit in a room with a mirror.
Wow.
He probably doesn't care.
Wow, that's,
he's different than you and I, BJ. Like, you and I, if we Sandy came up to one of us and says, dude, I just caught wind that Snoop Dogg wants to meet you guys. I'd be like, when? Where? Let's go.
Yeah.
Well,
Michael Jordan is probably like, hey, Michael Jordan, Snoop Dogg wants to meet you. He's like, cool. Whatever.
Well, I will say, then I
will
would
he
say
DJ for me?
If you're Michael Jordan, don't you want to meet somebody who's on your level or better? Which I would think at this point, you've got to put Snoop on Michael Jordan's level.
I don't think Michael Jordan puts Snoop on his level.
Well, he's insane if he doesn't, because Snoop is definitely achieved what in his profession and in his life as well as a celebrity. He's achieved as much as Michael Jordan. Now, I don't know if he makes as much money as Michael Jordan, but he makes a lot of money, and Snoop look what Snoop has become.
But think about the big egos of certain guys. And Michael Jordan seems like he has that kind of ego where even if somebody was able to lay it out on a PowerPoint presentation why Snoop Dogg's on his level, I think his ego would still say he's not on my level.
Yeah, if that's narcissism to a horrific degree.
Yes.
Then
wow.
Yeah. And then why would you want to meet that guy? I wouldn't want to. Then if he's that bad, I wouldn't want to meet him.
You brought up Michael Jordan's net worth. $1.7 billion, whereas Snoop Dogg is only worth $150 million.
See, not on his level, BJ.
Wow. Okay, financially, you're right. Financially, the Snoop is not on his level.
But give it a couple weeks, BJ, you'll probably be on Snoop Dogg's level.
That's true.
The way your net worth is going on these websites.
Yeah, I'm not sure we can trust that, but okay.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So Snoop Dogg just said, hey, man, I once turned down $2 million to DJ for Michael Jordan. Based on this, we want you to finish this sentence. I can't believe I was once offered to do blank. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Finish the sentence. I can't believe I was once offered to do blank. Your calls, your texts after Rage on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. So Snoop Dogg just shared that he once turned down $2 million to DJ from Michael Jordan. Based on this, we want you to finish this sentence. I can't believe I was once offered to do blank. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Tom in Olympia, you are on The Rock.
Hey, man, how you guys doing?
All right, Tom, welcome to the show, buddy. What you got for us?
Hey, man, so I'm living in Las Vegas at the time, and I was going to get married the very next day. My buddies threw me a bachelor party. They invited all these strippers and everything, and at the hotel, in Bellagio Hotel, and Janet Jameson was there, and one of the girls that was in one of her videos, she was there, and she was super, super hot, man. I mean, she was like just smoking, right? And she was like, drinking and stuff, and like she was down. She was like all over me. She was like, "You want to do it?" And I was like, "Man, I would love if it was any other time, man. I would love, But man, I just couldn't do it because I was going to get married the very next day, man. I just couldn't cheat on my wife.
She wasn't your wife yet.
Hey.
I'm kidding.
Now
you did the right thing, sir.
Was she a stripper for you, or she was just hanging out?
No, she was just hanging out. She showed up. Jenna Jameson was there in the other villa, and she was like, I was like starstruck. Jenna Jameson. I'm like, oh my God, she didn't strip or anything, but she was just there hanging out, partying and everything. They were doing some coke and stuff.
Oh, well, there you go. This was, hey, that's a Vegas-like situation.
Yeah, but I feel to this day I still kind of like should I have done it?
Are you married still?
I'm still married to the same girl.
Then the answer is no. You should never think about it.
Yeah, especially when you're on a radio show.
I was say if you got divorced, then man, it's hindsight. But no, you did the right thing.
Wow.
I got the good story. You don't have chlamydia. It's good.
Yeah. So I wonder to this day, while my wife could hear this audio, should I have banged that woman? I feel like whatever good, like if you ever wanted any goodwill for avoiding this, you just lost it, sir.
And it's not like as if he had like a very standard sounding voice or presentation. Like I loved his energy, but I think if you were married to him, that voice is very noticeable.
Or
if you're friends with him, you're probably like, oh, I know that guy. It's on the radio. So, I mean...
And if he used his real name, forget about it.
Forget about him.
Yeah, that's...
Sleeping on the couch tonight.
Yeah.
Podcast available later on Odyssey.
If you want the proof.
I had one that involved also at a strip club, and it was one of our many years ago, one of those radio conventions we went to, and we ended up at a gentleman's club. And we were talking to one of the dancers, and nothing like weird was going on. And I don't know how the conversation of hallucinogenics came up, but then she invited me. She's like, would you want to go to the aquarium tomorrow with me and do some mushrooms? And I was just like,
interesting.
There was a part of me I was like, yes. But then there was also a part of me I was like, I don't know if I'll ever end up back to Seattle if I do this. Because what weird, that seems like a great idea until the mushrooms kick in. And then I'm with a random person that I don't know and also happens to be a stripper. Who knows what ends up? Like, I could be now living in wherever, insert town there. Still tripping.
Australia.
Right. Broke. I was like, what a strange offer. I appreciate that you feel comfortable enough to ask me to go do hallucinogenics with you tomorrow. But I'm going to have to not take you up on that offer.
At the aquarium as well.
Which sounded like it'd be a blast.
Well, that would be true. And did you have any sort of intimate time with her before?
No, that's what I said. There was nothing weird. It was one of those ones where you're sitting and all the dancing's going. How the girls will then come over and talk your ear off, hoping they could get you to go to a room or to a couch or buy them whatever. Nothing. It was just a fun, quick chat that then ended with, would you like to go do mushrooms in the aquarium? Which also got in my head, I'm like, she's going to just rob me. Like, she's going to get me high on mushrooms, and then she's going to take all my money and my clothes, too. And I'm going to be just naked walking around the streets.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Which still would have been a great story.
Right. Yeah, mushrooms are not, I feel like, the stripper's drug of choice.
Dude, everything about it made no sense.
Yeah, all of this is very... Yeah, I think all of it was she wanted to rob you, or you'd wake up in a bathtub full of ice and have no kidneys.
That wasn't mushrooms, it was angel dust.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. I just know from the after-school specials, that seemed like a very dangerous drug.
Angel dust, don't do it. I don't know what it is, but, I feel like they grind up angels, and that's not a good thing, because they're, angels are the good guys, so, don't do it.
Dude, how about this text? On an all-girls trip to Vegas, an older gentleman approached me, and we had a nice conversation. When we started to part ways, he offered me $60,000 to enjoy my company for the evening. As a single mom of 3, it was tempting, but I declined. The guy kind of looked like Rodney Dangerfield. And he said his name was BJ. He worked on the radio. He said, that part's not true.
Oh, I tell you, she gave me no respect. 206-421-ROCK, text us at 77999. We want you to finish the sentence. I can't believe I was once offered to do blank. I'm wondering about Vicky, because Vicky gets a lot of offers. Here's the problem. She takes up a lot of people in these offers. Like when somebody said, I'll buy your underwear, I thought, okay, that will never, ever happen. And next thing you know, there's Vicky mailing off underwear.
I mean, it was $400, so how could I say no?
Yeah, this is, we found out that Victoria has a price, so I'm wondering, is there something you did get offered that you even were like, okay, this what?
Yeah, I had to go back, and I recently remembered getting proposed to at 18 by somebody I wasn't dating. A friend of mine from high school, we all got together, and he's like, so I'm joining the military, do you want to get married? I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, I'm going to be gone for most of the year. I'm going to get an apartment. All you have to do, you stay in this apartment rent free. You can date whoever you want, but we have to get married, and I'll give you a portion of the money. And
So was it his way to get more money from the military?
Yeah.
And also the free apartment.
Yes, and I would take care of the apartment, and when he would come back, he would have a place to stay.
It's a pretty genius idea.
Right. Like, and I thought about it, and I think I was single at the time, and I was like, this doesn't sound right.
Was there an end date? Like, did he say like you get to live with here for free, but at some point I'm divorcing you?
This particular friend never really thought ahead. He was a very awesome human being and very accepting and everything, but he was not the smartest human being.
I knew a few girls who got married super young, and it was solely for the benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It wasn't.
Well, marriage is it really is a financial transaction amongst other things. And so
Deep brow.
It's true. I mean, you know what? You go get a license, you have to do it legally, and immediately once that happens, your assets are all joined together. And yeah, so I can't fault somebody for trying
assets. Okay, sorry, I misheard.
Yeah, not assets. That's those could also be involved in the situation. So it doesn't surprise me that some people don't view it as a sacred thing, but as a business thing, because it really is both.
But I'd like to know what the exit plan would be.
Right.
You know, Meg, if I was you, I mean, granted, you didn't want to do it, but part of me would be like, you know what? But at what point can we end this marriage? Because I don't want to be with you forever.
Right. Like, it's like, well, what if I'm dating somebody? How do it's like, hey, you want to come back to my apartment? It's mine and my husband's, but we're not really, really married. Or if he wants to have a girl over, it's like, how do you explain? Yeah, that's my wife. But
I'm sure plenty of people have done that, and it hasn't been a problem.
Right.
And what's the difference between that and an arranged marriage? What if, you're a nice person. What if he ended up being a cool person, and sure, it wasn't love at first sight, but a lot of arranged marriages end up where they dig each other.
Isn't this like a Lifetime movie at this point?
It surely is. Yeah. Or a Bollywood movie, one of the two.
I mean,
how'd you guys meet? Well, I did it for the free rent, but then we fell in love.
Aww. Yeah, I mean, again, the stranger things have happened. It's,
You're right.
They're friends, right? Vicky, you said that you guys were friends.
Right. Like, we were high school friends.
Yeah.
He was a little nuts.
Oh, well, if he has, he was a little nuts. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you keep tabs on him? Do you know anything that's going on? Is he married now?
Last I saw, he had gotten married, had a couple of kids.
How much did the military give you for that? That seems like he's gone even further.
I'm like, I don't have your kids.
You have to watch the kids, stay in this apartment. We know you can do it, bang whoever you want. I just want to get the extra dough.
I got to do some Facebook stalk and see if he's still around on Facebook. He seems like one of those guys who would probably go off the grid at some point in his life. That kind of gives you an example of what he was like.
It's a pretty wild offer. And when you think about it, hey, would you marry me? Not for love. Just be like, wow, okay.
I do like this text that came in because it goes right in line with a conversation we had earlier this week about escargot, because we're talking about snails.
Oh, good old snails.
So it said, I was once offered $500 cash to try escargot. I was 11 years old and I turned it down. I was so stupid.
Oh my gosh.
At 11?
Wow.
I would eat a worm for like $5.
Yeah. $500, man. I probably
Dude, I knew a guy who ate a piece of sheep's brain for a quarter.
Yeah, so and his name was Rev.
No, wasn't me that time.
Rev charged 2 quarters.
Yeah, you gotta get paid.
He's a 50-cent man.
Bubblegums, man.
Yeah.
Bubblegums.
How about this? The lead singer of a popular band has just gone from punk to PhD, and he just got to give the commencement speech at USC. You're going to hear from him at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, if you're upside down in your mortgage, should you continue to make the payment?
Continuing to pay your mortgage or not is a complex decision, because you're going to have to pay to live somewhere. You're going to have a housing payment. So continuing to make your house payment really depends on several factors. One is whether or not you have a second mortgage. The second one is how affordable your ongoing monthly mortgage payment is. Another issue is whether your mortgage is adjustable and you're facing an increase in your mortgage payments later on when interest rates go up. If you do have a second mortgage in this economy with the housing prices being down, oftentimes we can take off or strip off that second mortgage in a Chapter 13 case so that you'd only have the first mortgage to continue to pay.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. And thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.